morning. Happy Easter. Easter for my mother means egg cheese, so I'll see if I can find her picture of her egg cheese hanging in her kitchen. So egg cheese is something that Waterloo County, Ontario, Canada, Swiss Mennonites like to make at Easter time. You are strictly instructed and expected to put maple syrup on your egg cheese. I just can't get on board with that. I don't want maple syrup on my cheese. Sorry, I have bedhead. I'm going to spread it on my tortilla, and I'm going to wrap my spinach omelet in that tortilla with my egg cheese on it. And that's how I'm going to eat it. And this is going to cause great controversy today. My aunt said it's like wine and cheese together, but I still can't get on board. So anyway, happy Easter, everyone. If you're eating some egg cheese, I guess enjoy it with your maple syrup. I'm really shaking things up. I put some broccoli sprouts on the egg cheese, and I'm top it with my omelet and wrap the whole thing up and eat it. So it looks yummy. Me again. You probably are seeing a lot of videos with me wearing the same shirt, but it's really comfortable. It's really long and I can wear it with leggings. So when I don't expect to go anywhere, that's what I love to wear. So I finished this book, The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. It's a sequel to The Handmaid's Tale, and I really liked it. I think maybe some people don't, but I really liked it. I generally figure it's a good book for me if I want to keep reading it and I don't want it to end. So those things were true. I did find it very predictable, but I didn't really care, I guess. So it kind of picks up where the other one left off. And I'm not going to tell you much about it because I don't want to spoil it. But anyway, I recommend it, especially if you're familiar with The Handmaid's Tale. I did try to watch the series on Netflix, but I think it's on Netflix or Hulu, one of those. But it was way too violent. I couldn't handle it. So reading the book was good, so pick it up. The question for me from the Testaments really is, does the end justify the means? So one of the characters had to do some horrible things, and but maybe she was a good person with a bigger goal in mind. So yeah, something to think about. I do not easily become bored. I know that there's at least one of you that hates the word bored. You know who you are. But I know some of you sometimes feel like you don't know what to do. And to me, that's feeling bored. So what do I do with my time? I don't know. I cook, I read, I knit, I garden. And many of you know I am transcribing. I'm typing up my great-grandmother Viola's journals. Right now I'm in 1956. I have done, I started in 1945. And then I recently found 2 more. So each journal is 5 years long. So it has the date at the top and then the year. And so each year she writes on the same day. So I have a lot more work to do. So if I ever am not sure what I should do with my time, I can do that. I would really love to finish that project. And it's Sunday morning, so I'm listening to Grassroots and WMUK. This morning it's mostly songs by John Prine. So yeah, that's how I spend my time. April 4, 1956. My grandmother wrote, "Went to town to vote. An issue was up if to allow dancing or not in school." So that's a big controversy apparently in 1956. I wonder what happened. So I decided it's Easter, I should finish my bunny rabbit. There he is. I think that they wanted me to sew this button on so that it was sewed shut, but anybody who's given a doll or a stuffed animal to a child knows that the first thing they're going to want to do is take the clothes off. So I made it so that you could do that. So there's my bunny rabbit. Those of you who have visited my house probably know that I quit mowing this big section years ago because I don't need a giant lawn and I don't enjoy mowing. So I call it my meadow, and normally I try to mow it down in the fall, but then I thought that the critters maybe want the seeds in the shelter during the winter, so I decided to mow it down in the spring. So I used my dad's old riding mower so I wouldn't break his new one right away, and I mowed down most of the things that would have grown into trees because I don't want the forest to be all the way up here. So I did the best I could. I think some of my kale is starting to grow. Very exciting. My mom has been asking about my strawberries, and I think the plants are doing pretty well. This is what I'm going to extend over there because I ripped out the posts that were holding my raspberries up because I give up on the raspberries. So I'm going to put this black cloth all over there and get 2 more raised beds and extend the strawberries and see if that brings me more joy.